Imagine for a moment that you're sitting in your backyard on a warm summer evening. The sun is setting, painting the sky with hues of purple and orange, and there's a gentle breeze that carries the scent of blooming flowers. As you sit there, gazing at the stars appearing one by one, you can't help but wonder, are we alone in this vast universe? Throughout history, humans have looked up at the night sky and pondered this very question. The idea of communicating with extraterrestrial beings has fascinated us, filling our stories, movies, and dreams. But if we did make contact, how would we talk to them? How would we understand creatures that might not breathe air or see in colors, or even communicate in sounds like we do? To explore this, let's start with something close to home, the animals on our planet. Dolphins, for instance, are incredibly intelligent and have their own complex way of communicating using clicks and whistles. Scientists have been trying to decode their language for years, with some success. I remember visiting an aquarium once, standing in front of the dolphin tank, watching these amazing creatures play. The trainers used hand signals, and the dolphins responded with jumps and flips. It was a mesmerizing dance, a conversation unfolding between species without a single spoken word. This kind of communication teaches us that language doesn't always need words. Sometimes it's about gestures, sounds, or even expressions. Now, picture what communication might look like with an alien species. Let's say they use light instead of sound. Imagine beams of colored light shooting across the sky in patterns, like a cosmic dance of Morse code. Or perhaps they communicate through smells. A waft of vanilla might mean peace, while a hint of mint signals curiosity. It's fascinating to think how many senses could be involved, senses that we might not even possess or fully understand. I recall reading about the Voyager Golden Record, a time capsule sent into space aboard the Voyager spacecrafts in the 1970s. These records contain sounds and images chosen to portray the diversity of life and culture on Earth. There are greetings in 55 languages, songs from different cultures, and even the sound of a kiss. It's a beautiful attempt to introduce ourselves to the cosmos, like extending a hand in friendship to the unknown. This project makes me think about how we're limited by our own experiences. We assume aliens might perceive these things the way we do. Yet, the effort itself is a testament to our curiosity and hopefulness. We can also look at the way we try to communicate with each other across different cultures. Traveling to a country where you don't speak the language can feel like stepping into a different world. You rely on body language, gestures, and the tone of voice to get by. I remember my first trip to a foreign country where I didn't know the language. Wandering through a bustling market, the air thick with the aroma of spices and the sound of unfamiliar words, I realized that a smile and a nod can speak volumes. This experience taught me that understanding often comes from empathy and patience more than words. So how can we apply this understanding to potential alien communication? The key might lie in finding common ground. Just as we learn to communicate with people from different cultures, we might need to find universal concepts, like mathematics, which is often considered a universal language. The sequence of prime numbers, for example, could be a way to show intelligence, as they are not random and require understanding to generate. Another intriguing possibility is using art and music. These are both deeply human experiences, but also potentially universal in their emotional reach. Imagine sending a piece of music into the void of space, a melody that conveys emotion and rhythm, which might resonate with beings who feel and understand emotions in a similar way. Music has the power to bridge the gap between language and emotion, something that words alone sometimes cannot achieve. Ultimately, the quest to communicate with alien life is also a way to better understand ourselves. It challenges us to think beyond our familiar world and question what it means to be intelligent, sentient, and a part of the universe. It invites us to reflect on our own communication, how we interact with each other, and how we could reach out beyond our planet. As we look up at the stars and dream of making contact, perhaps the most important lesson is that of humility and openness. There is so much we don't know, and that's both terrifying and beautiful. It reminds us of our place in the cosmos, as just one small part of something unimaginably vast. And in the end, whether or not we ever hear from aliens, the pursuit itself enriches our understanding of life and our shared journey through the stars. So next time you find yourself staring up at the night sky, think about the stories those stars might tell. Imagine the possibilities of connections yet to be made, and remember that our curiosity is a powerful tool in expanding the boundaries of our knowledge and our hearts. As we continue to explore and reach out, who knows what wonders we might discover, or who or what might be reaching back.